I hate what they did to the original Torva design. I reckon it looked way better the way it was before.
Dude,
Like,
Torva in general has always looked like shit. The only reason I think it
I
looks
agree,
good in
but
any
I think it looks
form.
even worse. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think there's definitely. I mean, the thing is it passed, so the community clearly was okay with them changing it. But
I
dude,
feel like the model that they proposed didn't look like the one that got implemented into game. Though, like this one looks like it's actually made out of plate. It looks like I don't know, like a toddler drew it or
dude,
something.
like
Like that
we're
helmet
comparing
is so
poop
bad.
to poop. Like I've never liked the look of Torva. When you compare Torva to Bandos, I mean, bro, Bandos is iconic. It's
Yeah.
so well designed. It's simple. It's just there's not many.
That's what we all aspired to get as kids. Like when you saw that
Yeah,
kid with that spiky shoulder blade, he's just the Giga Chad. You're just
dude.
looking
I
up
mean,
to him. Like
even Blood Torva, like I'm wearing it right now. Like cool. At least what Torva does have is
I
it's
do like Blood
looks
Torva.
tanky. It looks tanky, but I'm still not a fan. Like I would much rather it be Bandoscape. Like I really hope when several years down the line when we get a new melee set, I hope they like kind of go back to like the I don't know, just design something that I don't know. Maybe this is all just a fantasy in my mind, but it's like I want something that reminds me of Bandos again. Like just
I know, but now we associate it with looking like you're a noob if you have it. I don't know. It's hard
I
to.
know it's so bad, and that's the reason why I've kind of grown to like Torva a little bit more. Because when it was first being pulled, when Nex was being pulled, I was like, this shit looks like garbage, and I had no nostalgia
Yeah.
attachment at all because I didn't play back then.
Yeah.
So there's people with the nostalgia, just like, yeah, let's get that. This looks amazing, and they're reliving what they thought when they were like 11 years old. But for me, I was like, this actually just looks just bad, just horrible. And now I just have to deal with it because it's best in slot. So it's like, yeah.
All I was thinking was that's more max hits for me. I
Yeah.
want that. I didn't even. I mean, I did care a bit. If it looks that bad, then you have to care a bit. I feel like I don't know. I don't care about designs that much as long as they give me the stats, but to a certain extent, if something looks extremely horrible,
remember when they were showing off Masori? Like the
I can't
original
remember what the
Masoris?
original design. It looked like super like Egyptian looking. I can't remember what the
Oh my god! Okay, I'm
initial
gonna
design.
I'm gonna try to find this. This was just fucking egregious, dude.
Yeah, I think
Masori.
everyone was like, it was like 95% people opposed to it though to start. Talking about dry streaks though and Torva. My iron currently still doesn't have van braces and it's like 5,200 shards. How
Wait.
ridiculous is that?
Wow, you still don't have van braces.
Nah, I've got full Torva, 3 hilts, 3 ZCBs, 2 pets. I can't get the most common drop.
Holy shit!
So stupid. And it's hard when you're a bit burnt as well. That is the hardest boss to do when you're not super enjoying the game, I feel like, as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay, where is this? I'm trying to find when they made like a video of it. Do you remember?
I think so. Of like him rotating around, showing
Yeah.
like the new assembler and stuff as well with it.
It was no, it wasn't. I think this is before the new assembler, so it was like mixing just so many random ass colors.
I actually
Yeah,
don't.
this is
yeah, I
it.
don't
Oh
remember
my
exactly.
god, this was so like I know this looks pretty similar, but it's like Jesus Christ. When let me link this to you in a second. I'm just looking at it on my end, like. Dude, oh my god, it had the armadillo like helm like fucking sticking out. Like you see later here. Let me just link it to you real quick.
What, did they not have a mask design for it yet or something?
No, it did, but it was like half armadillion. It was just like, what the fuck is going on? Like I was so butthurt about this.
I thought. Oh, I mean, it obviously looks a lot worse than the current design, and it looks.
Bro, like what is
It's Emperor's New Groove.
I know. It's just like dude, okay, there's green boots. There's yellow gold everywhere. It just looks like gilded, and then there's like blue mixed in, and then there's like some light gray, and there's like a fucking cyan backpack and just a green it's like what is going on here? Like this is just I was seriously having a meltdown. Like I was just like I didn't like make a bunch of rambles on this, but I just remember like I was like, this is just horrendous. Like, dude, there's a fucking like, yeah, like there's an Emperor's New Groove thing like sticking out in the back of his head. Like, what is this? Like, what is this, dude? I was so irritated by this. I'm like,
what do you think about the current design? Do you think it's good now?
It's fine. It's just Okay, let me
Weird
put it on real
mustard.
quick. So for those watching on YouTube, for those listening, I mean, you can kind of get the gist. Okay, so it's fine. I think the helmet's a little bit bulky, like with the fortified. It's just
Yeah.
too like if you didn't have the full set, you're kind of looking like what the hell is on your head. So I wish that was a little bit thinner. But no, it looks fine. The other thing is like, why are the arrows only like 7 inches long? Like, what the hell's going on there? Like that was actually one of my biggest gripes. This is actually one of the pick. Oh my god, this
Oh,
was
I can
so.
see that now.
This was so embarrassing. Okay, look at this.
That's not even
So,
something I noticed until you
no. Watch
until
this.
you
This
brought
this
that
was
up. So.
this was their redesign, like and let me pull this up on my
That's
end.
not
Look at the
that's
arrow.
totally redesigned.
Look at the arrow on his. The
Oh,
arrow is 4 inches long.
that's a dart. That's a dart. That's not even an
It's a
arrow.
fucking arrow, dude.
It's a dart.
That's not a dart. It's clearly an arrow.
If you look at the one furthest to the right, it looks like a mithril dart or a bronze dart.
Are you high? Like, that is not a dart. Like, do you know what a dart is?
Yeah, that's a small arrow, basically, right? That's.
I mean, I guess if you're thinking of like darts, but I'm thinking of like RuneScape darts. Like, that's not a RuneScape dart. Like that. I mean, I understand what you're trying to say. Like, if you're playing darts at your fucking apartment or something, but like.
Yeah, but they did keep the Emperor's New Groove, and they've.
Yeah, I think this is the. Yeah, I think
look a bit better.
this is like slightly different potentially to what we just saw, but like, what the hell is that arrow sticking there? Like,
I like the. Oh, okay. Is the unfortified the one where you got like the whole skirt coming down and not like the gold plate over your penis? Is that?
Yeah, so the gold plate is over your penis is the fortified.
That's the fortified.
Yeah.
I think I prefer the normal one. That looks way cooler. You got like the.
Yeah, totally.
I don't know,
I
like
agree.
the skirt's way better. I think that's actually a decent design. Besides the Emperor's New Groove, I think if you just had that bottom and that top, that would actually look alright.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And
I think the
finally,
helmet's ruined it.
and then and you know what I really wanted? I thought this would be cool. Is what's it called? A yellow form of Pegasian boots. So it's like a golden version.
Yeah, I don't know they haven't done that yet.
I thought that would have been
do
really
that.
cool because that would have like been the Masori Pegasian boots.
It still looks way off. Like I still feel like they have to do something about that.
Yeah, though the problem is like just the fact that it's so gold and just like it wasn't typical range colors. I think that just kind of threw me off in general. But
I don't get how we haven't had a boot upgrade yet as well. Like when did Cerberus come out? And it's the last piece of gear that we need to like have actual strength on.
That would make the most sense coming out next is a boot upgrade straight up. So Pegasian boots now have range bonus to it, like or range strength.
Yeah.
Whatever the eternal new variant is.
And make them gold as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't be against them being gold at this point. Maybe just be able to have them green or gold because I actually still like green. Green fits range. I don't think we all need to go down like the gold route, but
It does, but it doesn't fit Masori.
Yeah,
it does
right.
fit range in general.
Who knows? Maybe they'll just be like kind of like black and green. That would actually be pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, Eternals as well. They definitely upgrade those as well.
And they could be kind of like the forest green on the Masori already. Like that's that really dark sort of forest green. They could even be that, and that would be appropriate, I think. Because that would still match Masori.
Yeah. I didn't get what they were thinking bringing out like prims with strength and then the other two just accuracy. Like, why did they not initially just design them all to be like super useful?
They were just so much more careful back then. They just
worried about like power creep and stuff. When it's really
even
nothing.
Because we already had dragon boots and they were +4 strength, and so you got a 1 extra strength bonus.
That is so
wild.
just
it's wild.
I don't know.
Yeah, that was. I actually missed those days though because I loved it because those things still held immense value because you're just any sort of thing that is best in slot will be bills. I mean, not bills, but just however long the grind takes. Whatever's best in slot is going to be best in slot, and that's what I love about like this. Just a very very minimal power creep. Problem is we're now all obsessed with just if this isn't gonna blow my fucking head off, like with just like the Shadow, for example. The Shadow is the clearest example of just something so egregious. It's just the biggest change ever. Don't get me wrong, like it's fun just launching bazookas basically at people just in this game, and that's what the Shadow feels like.
Everything else feels so underwhelming now.
It's so bad. I know. Like if you're literally you're looking like a clown if you have a Sanguinest and you're killing Whisperer with it.